In today's match of Furia against Liquid, Vinny made a really interesting decision to purposely shoot Naf in the feet while he was running away on the second pistol round. This seemed like a conscious decision, and I thought it was pretty interesting, and if you're a newer player especially, you might think this is just trolling and are probably really confused as to why he did it, but this play actually has its benefits. But before we get too in depth, I just want to say that nearly 93% of my watch time comes from people that aren't subscribed to the channel, so you guys definitely enjoy my content if you watch it that much already, and you probably see me on your homepage a lot, so please do subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying the content and want to see more CSGO content in the future. We are getting pretty close to 15k, and it feels like we just hit 14k yesterday, so every time I've said this, I've gotten a lot more subscribers, so hopefully it works here. So be sure to subscribe if you do like CSGO videos. But for now, let's get right into the video and talk about why the hell Furia are shooting off people's toes. So why exactly did Vinny decide to shoot off Naf's ankles in this clip? Was he just messing around or what? Well, surprisingly, shooting players in the legs and feet is better than shooting them in the chest in certain situations. And here's a few examples. Against armored opponents with something like the USP at close range, with body shots, it takes 6 shots to the chest to kill compared to a mere 4 while aiming at the legs. This is a pretty significant difference, and with the Glock, body shots actually take 8 shots at close range in the chest and only 5 to the legs and feet to kill. The exact reasoning for this, I'm not going to get too in depth, but pretty much all you have to know is armor penetration, and if somebody buys actual body armor, that armor does not protect their legs, it's just body armor. So if you're going to be dumping bullets into their chest, it's going to absorb a bit of the damage, but we'll get into specifics on certain guns where it's actually better to shoot them in the chest than the legs. So it's a bit strange and is pretty situational, but with most pistols and SMGs, shooting people in the legs is gonna kill faster. So all this is cool and all, but when exactly is this meant to be used in game? Obviously on pistol rounds, you aren't just going to be spamming at people's feet most of the time, you're going to be tapping at the head. So what does aiming low have? What kind of benefits will it get you? Well, first of all, quote unquote spraying someone down with a pistol when you're not able to headshot like this in a situation with Vinny and Naf is a good time to do it. Against a bomb planner who isn't facing you and has their body exposed is a great time to do it as well. Headshots against someone facing the opposite direction of you are notoriously hard, especially in the game like CS, and if you either know the person is low or you feel like you don't have a confident shot on their head, this is another great time to use this strategy as well. But I'm not gonna lie, it is incredibly situational. Obviously, it's not some game-changing strat, but it can definitely save you some ammo at times or allow you to kill somebody in a bullet less or just quicker while they're defusing. Which on pistol rounds can definitely make a difference if you don't have time to reload, but surprisingly, this strat isn't only available for pistol players. SMGs can actually be pretty beneficial while aiming at the legs and feet as well, which you might not have known. For example, the MAC-10 is going to take 7 body shots at close range compared to 5 leg shots. Obviously this is really close range though, and another really situational thing that you'll probably only have to use rarely, if you even find a use for it at all. But I honestly think it has a bit more use with SMGs than pistols, as with SMGs you're not only going to be running at people, but there's a higher potential that they're number one not full HP, and rather than tapping with pistols, you're going to be spraying them down, so every kill matters. And whether you're a CT defending from a big push and your teammate did a lot of nade damage so you just want to spray people down as fast as possible, or running into a site against CTs that are low, there's definitely some sort of potential for a slight benefit if you shoot at people's legs. I personally think it's much stronger if the enemy isn't facing you, especially with SMGs, as not only is it hard to get a good spray control and you want to kill people as fast as possible, considering it does take quite a few bullets to kill somebody with an SMG. Doing that if somebody isn't facing you and shooting them in the legs to not only save bullets but kill them faster can definitely be beneficial. But honestly, this once again isn't some new game-breaking thing that is completely gonna change the game, and this is honestly the first time I've really seen anything like this done purposely in pro play. Or maybe I just haven't been paying attention. Maybe people have just been shooting each other's toes off since the beginning of time, but who knows. I hope some of you find some use for this. Maybe you use this strat and save 1 bullet from your gun to get a sick one tap on someone or something like that, but who knows, the potential is really limitless in a game like CSGO. Also, finally, just a bit of a disclaimer, this doesn't work for guns with high armor penetration, thus why I didn't bother mentioning any rifles really. I mean, you should be aiming for the head most of the time with rifles anyway, considering dinking just does way more damage, rather than just aiming at somebody's legs or toes, but who knows, maybe you just have bad crosshair placement and think this video could just make you a savant at CSGO. But also, the 5.7, a pistol with high armor penetration, actually takes only 4 close range shots to the chest to kill and 5 to the legs to kill, opposite of some of the other pistols and the SMGs. So if you feel like this incredibly slight, seemingly near useless piece of information that I provided you guys with can have an advantage, messing around with the specifics for each SMG, pistol, and each gun in general with leg shots compared to body shots on an offline server is definitely an option you might want to look at, but I honestly feel like this is pretty useful with SMGs. I will stick to my word with that. Pistols might be a bit harder. This, once again, is the only situation I've seen a pro player purposely shoot the legs off somebody on a pistol round, because most of the time you're just going to be tapping at the head. But besides that, I hope this incredibly strange and random information does get you guys some use in CSGO, as if Vinny, a top tier player in Pro CS, is using it, surely it can't be completely useless, right? But for now, that pretty much does wrap up this entire video, so once again, please do subscribe if you did enjoy, it really does help me out. But for now, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.